Hi Saggy, welcome back to our channel. All right guys, I just want to do a quick shout out. Shout out to this girl right here, Applehead ASMR. She says, "Hey girly, can you do a Sag read on friendships and money?" All right guys, so yesterday I actually did drop that money reading for you. It's right here. Go check that out after you watch this video. And right now we're about to get into your friendship, so let's commence. All right, guys, so this is Sagittarius's friendship reading for my Sagittarius masculines and feminines alike. Also for my Sagittarius placements, okay? So this is for you. We're going to be talking about your friends. What about your friends? Okay. First card that we have here is potential. So these friends that you're making right now, even friends that are circling back into your life, because we have a lot of cards about that. There's potential to move to a greater alignment with these individuals. Maybe it's an energy that unlocks purpose within you guys, deeper purpose. What? Guys, I still can't talk. Even in yesterday's reading, I couldn't speak, okay? It's like I have a lisp now. I don't know what's up with that. But anyway, there could be potential of like, your children will be best friends. So you guys are going to be the parents of each other's best friendships in life. There's potential even for business partnerships to create something together. So there's deep potential rooted in your friendships in 2026. Whoever you're going to be meeting, whoever's coming back towards you. We're going to talk about past friends and new friends in this reading, okay? So stay tuned for that. All right, let's talk about all the cards that came out. You have some interesting cards that came out. All right, we have bag. Bag is here. It says something important such as a new job or a raise. Okay, so a friend could be helping you, referring you to getting a new job or even getting a raise, or also work friendships. You could be meeting a coworker, or you're coming into cahoots with a coworker that's actually going to be a really great friend to you. But I also get here too that maybe a friend is going to tell you that they just got a promotion and they want to celebrate, or they got a new job, a new position. So someone could be telling you this as well. Or maybe you're sharing this good news. All right, you're in your bag. Also that their social circle are in their bag. Everybody's making money. It's a frequency of money within your friendship. So that is always a good thing. That puts a lot of potential for like, okay, we can go take those really nice trips. We can go shopping together. We can go out to eat and no one's a little nervous about, getting the bill. It's an energy of wealth, okay? So everybody's going to be in their bag, including you, which is really nice. We have vulture here. Okay. I feel like your friends have dealt with a lot of takers. They've dealt with a lot of people taking from them. There's an energy of that coming to an end. Okay. But from dealing with takers, whether that's in their family or their lovers or other friends, it has put them in a period of depression or even anxiety. So there's this energy of nervousness, hands shaking, or just having anxiety around people because they have been harmed or done wrong. Also, a friend could have been in a deep depression, but I feel like there is potential for this person to come out of it through your support. Just knowing that someone has their back, someone is their support system. I feel like support system is a big theme in your friendships, okay? So helping each other out of that sad place, coming into a more harmonious life. It says worry that someone is against you. So maybe someone felt like they had people in their life that were not of their best interest, and they'll be sharing that with you. We have dog far away. Okay. A distant friend is thinking of you. So that's the past energy that I was getting. Someone that you may have stopped speaking to. Maybe you guys grew apart. Maybe someone relocated and they live across the way. Whoever this is, they have been thinking about you very much. And I feel like there's even potential for this person to reach out soon or for you guys to reunite. Okay, so someone is thinking of you that's far away. We have horseshoe. So in your social circle and your friendship groups, you have good luck. You guys have this really positive energy, good luck with money, good luck in life, maybe even good luck in relationships. I feel like some of your friends could be finding some really good partners during this time, and that does not exclude you. You could also be coming into a union that's really blessed and aligned. So there's a lot of good luck happening in your lives where even coming together unlocks this destiny where you guys just start to get those blessings, or you feel like every day is a good day. Most days are good days. So it's really nice. Really, really nice. We have Broom. All right, this talks about a new home and a new attitude. So someone here has a new home. Someone's mindset or perspective has changed. They have a better attitude than they did in the past. Okay, so a lot of your friends here, or whoever your friend is, even if it's just one person, someone is going to tell you that I moved recently, or I just got a new apartment, new townhome, new house, new mansion, whatever. But yeah, someone has a new home and they also have a new outlook on life. They feel lucky. So that's really nice. So you could be invited to maybe, what do you call it? A housewarming party, or maybe you're just being invited to their house. They're going to host you. All right, this one is interesting. We have older man. Okay, so maybe a friend, you could be making a friend in an older man. Some of you guys, you may not feel like that resonates right now, but come back and holla at your girl by summer, okay? And that notification, someone put in my comments that those notifications are confirmation. So we're going to just take it as that. It says dealings or a relationship with the older man. Now, if this is not you, if this is not you right now, then there's a friend who may be in a age difference type of relationship, okay? And they're happy in it. It feels healthy. It doesn't feel like, they're lost. So that's good. We have Box here. Box says you will receive a gift, okay? So there's a gift coming through your friendships, whether that's like maybe unlocking a path or destiny, an opportunity, or it's an actual gift that someone wants to give to you. And what's interesting is that you have another card about gifts, the diamond. It says you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift, okay? So there's a lot of gift giving in your inner circle coming towards you very soon. Really nice. All right, we have some more cards here. First card we have here is the Round Table. Lots of discussions between you and your friends about life, about purpose, what we're going to do, career, money. All right, so lots of intellectual conversations coming through. This talks about equality, so equal partnerships, which is nice, collaboration, a team project, camaraderie, so a lot of support, being heard, support groups, support systems, discussions, valued input, unity, and healthy debates. Okay, so I like that. Round table. All right, we have geese. Look at you guys just flying all around the town. Okay, what are y'all doing? It says being on a quest, migration, relocation, dependable, know where you're going, leaves no one behind. That's a nice energy. Cyclicals, cycles repeating itself. So even if there's someone from your past, you felt like there was a closed door, maybe you miss this person, you see more of their good than the bad, you're ready to, come together. I see that happening. And you have very faithful, dependable, and loyal friendships coming towards you, okay? Geese. We have Key. Key talks about solutions. So if there's a problem that you've been having and maybe you weren't able to figure it out yourself, you have friends here who will bring solutions to those problems. You could also bring a solution to a friend who has a problem as well. Intelligence, very smart and very sharp individuals around you. Okay, so that's really nice. Intelligence, genius, energy, insight, clarity, open or openness, being receptive to each other, breakout energy, liberty, important, pay attention, lock and unlock, and helpful counterparts here. Okay. We have the Woman, so look out for a feminine friend coming towards you. We have Coffin, okay? This card is very heavy. I don't know why. I feel like even me picking it up, it's heavier than the other cards. I don't know what that's about. But this does talk about death and loss. So maybe someone recently lost someone very important to them, and they're going to be sharing that with you. They're going to be leaning on you for support. Okay, so death and loss here. Inactive. Okay, inactive. Social media. You and your friends are not very active on social media because maybe you guys are deeply rooted in reality. You guys are very focused and concentrated on your goals. So there's an inactive energy. Feeling forgotten. Someone feels forgotten right now, okay? Someone may feel discouraged, okay? Someone may feel defeated, down and out, over and done. This talks about endings and how after an ending between you and this person, life felt very dull. It's almost like all the color was stripped from life, where it kind of felt like Twilight Zone energy, where it's only black and white. And maybe you felt this too. So after a breakup or ending, I see you and this person coming together during the season. We have Teacup. This talks about containing one's emotions. So there could be a lot of joy or excitement coming together, but trying to play it cool. Someone could be going through something, but trying not to unleash their burdens on other people. This talks about having comfort within your friendships, a calm energy, so no drama. Culture, exploring each other's culture, background, exploring different cultures together, travel, things like that. Tradition, you can find that a lot of your friends are very traditional right now. Like they're really focused on work, expanding their finances for their backing for later in life, like 401k, retirement. So traditionally trying to do that. They could be looking for traditional relationships. They're looking to settle down. They're marriage minded, okay? They could also be picking up certain traditions from their family that they're wanting to explore and want you to be a part of. It talks about a lot of warmth and ritual. You time. So you and your friends are not codependent. So that's another really great thing. Social connection, hospitality, and reflection. Lots of thinking about the past and where you guys probably went wrong, but wanting to resurface to make it right this time. And hospitality is a big one because I feel like there's this energy of you and your friends going over to each other's homes, and it feels like a second home. Okay. And last but not least, we have ring. Someone's getting married, or someone is making like a very big commitment with their partner. Okay. So there's something to be celebrated within marriage, or even like maybe pregnancy. There's something to be celebrated here. Now, ring also talks about the agreement that you and your friends are going to be making. You guys are making some type of pact. A cycle is reopening, but this time it's going to be better. It's a promise. It's karma, closure, the circle of trust, the people that you can trust with your life, the people that you can trust that are loyal and dependable. Being committed in your friendships, contracts, partnerships, reaping what you sow. Okay, so of course, if you broke up with a friend or you guys had a falling out, it may have been devastating. There could have been a lot of reflection of what both of you could have done better, but you're still going to get good karma because you had the best intentions. Even if you made mistakes, or if this person made mistakes, they always had your best interest at heart. And even if you're in no contact with a certain friend, that loyalty, that faithfulness of someone keeping your secrets, someone not telling your business, someone not talking behind your back, someone still having that respect even when you guys are not speaking. It's really nice, okay? So I'm seeing a resurgence. This feels like more past friendship than new friendship, but we're going to talk about new friendship as well. Right now, I want to talk about your past friendships, okay? Let's see what's going on with your past friendships. What can Sagittarius expect from past friends who may be coming back around right now? There's like humor, okay? I'm hearing no one's coming to see you, Otis, okay? Like, I don't know what that's about. Is that from the Temptations? But, okay, maybe you and your friends are like the Temptations, okay? That dynamic, I don't know. But it's like a joke. It's like someone's clearly coming to see you, but they almost want to make fun. So there's like humor here. Okay, I don't know what that's about. Let's see. Past friendships for my Saggies watching. Okay. All right, we have healing heart. So this card talks about healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationships or addictions. Maybe you and this friend were very codependent in the past. Now you guys have stood in your independence. You're almost like Nine of Pentacles energy. You've gotten your money up. You've gotten your lifestyle up. You're living more luxurious, more leisurely. You enjoy your own company. So this time it'll be a healthier relationship. Also, there could have been some toxic cycles that you and your friend were going through in the past that no longer stand today. So healing from heartbreak, healing within each other, apologies, reassurance is coming through. We have camera. So obviously someone's been watching you, okay? Camera talks about reminiscing, keepsakes, there's pictures, there's things. Someone may still have your old sweater, like you let me borrow the sweater. I never threw it away. I never knew if we were going to speak again, but I still have this sweater. Someone may have an old purse of yours, especially with that bag card. I feel like someone has a purse, right? So it's like, I still have these memories of you, even though I thought it was really over. I couldn't physically throw these things away. I couldn't give them up because something in me just had this inner knowing. So keepsakes. Also perception, changing of mindset, changing of how they view the world, learning from the past, and making new memories, okay? So someone is definitely coming back towards you. Tell me about this past friend. How would you know who this is? Or these past friendships, because it could be more than one person. How would you know who these people are? What's significant? What sticks out about these energies from the past? Nine of Cups, overindulgence, okay? That's something that you and these friends used to do. You guys used to overindulge together. It probably wasn't the healthiest, all right? So there is an energy of like, if you guys like to eat, maybe you guys would just always eat together. You guys could have been feeders. I made a joke with my mom about that today. I told her I'm her feeder. A feeder is like someone who just feeds you food. It's out of love. It's like you're wanting to nurture someone, but it's unhealthy because you're just making this person like a glutton, okay? But maybe you and this person or these people used to eat a lot together, go out to eat together, but overindulgence is deeper than that. Maybe you guys used to hit up the club every weekend and there was no fail with that. We're always going to hit up the club. There's not a day that we don't do that. So that's overindulgence. Maybe you guys in relationships, kept around, always had a person, not necessarily someone that you felt spiritually aligned with, but I always had to have a person. And then my friend also did in return. So there's things that you guys used to do too much. Maybe you used to smoke your ganja back then and y'all were blowing rapper weed. Rapper weed is like big blunts, okay? So maybe that's something that you guys used to do, like something that was just too much. When you think back about it, you're like, we was really losing our minds. Like we're doing too much. And there was a comfort here, okay? It was a comfort that we all like to do these things. Maybe even felt like this is all we had in common in the past, right? But obviously there's something deeper than that, okay? I feel like the universe brought you and this person together knowing that you guys had these addictions and brought it together because there was a light at the end of the tunnel. You guys are going to help each other see through this, see past this. So whatever that was, whether it was like too much relationships, toxic relationships, too much smoking, too much drinking, all right, too much partying, too much whatever. It wasn't healthy, but it's something that did bring you guys very close together. Death card on the bottom of the deck. You and this person stopped doing those things around the same time. So even if you haven't been in contact, there's still this alignment that you guys have here where you guys have both dropped bad habits, dropped bad relationships, toxic cycles at the same time, even if you weren't speaking to them. All right, what can my Saggies expect of these past connections, these past friendships? What's coming through? What can you expect in today's time? What's going to happen between you and these past friendships? Seven of Swords. Magician in reverse. Four of Swords in reverse. and Three of Cups in reverse, okay? Six of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck and the Ace of Pentacles. There's this want to overgive, okay? There's like someone who's watching you and they immediately want to come into your life and just give, like super generous, right? But it feels like I don't feel worthy. It feels like I don't feel worthy. So you ever notice those people who just give too much, like they're so generous? And again, that card with the vultures, takers. So someone is just giving too much, and it comes out of a place of lack. It comes from a place of, I don't feel worthy, I don't feel valuable, so I almost have to overgive to assert my worth. And it feels like whoever's wanting to come towards you is still stuck in that. Like they have learned a lot of lessons. They're moving away from vultures. They may feel like you're not a vulture. You're someone who also is a giver, or you give them equal give and take. But even upon coming into your life, it's like, I want to offer a lot. I want to offer so much, okay? And it's like, it doesn't have to be that way. Just bring yourself. Bring yourself. So there's someone here also who's really trying to separate themselves from the past. You know, it's almost like, I don't want to be associated to my past self, but it also gives this energy of inauthenticity. So, okay, so let's bring up that rapper weed, right? If someone was a big smoker in the past, but they feel like that was a negative part of them, and they really want to convince you that they don't do that anymore, they are just acting so on the other edge. Like, I just don't smoke, and I despise that, and I look down about that now. I don't even think twice about that. But it's inauthentic because this person could still want to smoke, or they could still like to blow down in their alone time moderately. So there's like someone who's trying to separate from who they were in the past, but they're kind of losing their personality, or they're losing themselves. You know, it's like, if someone used to party a lot, they're like, oh, I don't hit the clubs up anymore. I don't do this. I don't do that. But maybe just a month before, they was in someone's lounge on top of the couch having a good time, right? So it's like someone's coming in inauthentic. And what it does, it messes up the potential of the connection, all right? Magician in reverse is like when you're not manifesting with the right intention. So you're almost like manifesting Sag into your life, but you want Sag to see you as clean slate. But the parts that make up of you are what make you guys relate. Does that make sense, guys? I don't know if I'm explaining that the best. So someone's coming in inauthentic, not to deceive. It's more so like, I want you to see me in a good light. I want to paint a really positive picture, instead of just keeping it real. Like, you know, my life is so much better, but I still have bad days. I still do this from time to time. I'm just different from who I was in the past. Someone wants to be totally reimagined, and it's not authentic, okay? So it's almost like messing up the potential, because as someone is acting like they're so far left, you could be positioned closer to the right. And you're like, okay, now I don't even know if we relate at all, because I've changed a lot too, but I'm not completely a different person. So I feel like someone's coming in with the wrong actions. Like, their intentions is to be a better friend to you, probably to be a great influence now. Maybe they feel guilt about maybe the influences that you guys got into in the past, and they want you to see them as a totally reimagined person, but it's not real. It's not rooted in reality. And it gives this energy of being stuck in reflection. So when you're in the Four of Swords, you're meant to reflect and think about your past, and then you're meant to come out of it. Four of Swords in reverse is like, I reflected on the past, but I'm still not being in my truth, so I continue to be in this reflection. I went and sat down with Sag for the first time in 2 years, and I told them about all these things that are great in my life and skipping over the bad. And I still don't feel closure. I don't feel like I really, you know, like we connected, because it's a disconnect from not being authentic, okay? And then the Three of Cups in reverse as well. It's like someone wants to act like they don't do the fun things that they used to do, so much so that when you and this person reunite, it's a boring time. Three of Cups in reverse. It's like, I don't really connect. I feel like something is missing. I feel like we're not as compatible as we were before. Even though before was kind of tumultuous, I felt more compatible then than now. And I feel like someone has to come out of this fear of just being their true selves. You know, it's almost like someone wants to impress you too hard. It's like, don't, you know, or maybe this is you, Sag, and you're being urged when you reconnect with this person to just be down to earth, be so real. Or this person needs that. But it feels like this incompatibility because hiding who I am, you know, hiding what I've been through right now. Everything is not squeaky clean. Someone could even be hiding their anxiety or their depression. Okay. So it's like you're not being real. And it kind of makes it feel like we're not compatible. And it's also like a lame ass time. It's like we used to have so much fun. We should be having even more fun right now. But someone's a little boring. But they're just like hiding things about themselves. The things that are really interesting about themselves. Let's clarify these cards. Let's see what's going on. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. All right, we have bully. So there's things that this person may feel embarrassed to share with you that they went through. There's things that this person is afraid that maybe will be spread about them or gossiped about them. Like, what will Sag go back and tell someone about my downfall or things that I've been through? There's this unwillingness to keep it real about what they've been through recently, the sad things or the hardships or just even mistakes that they made. Okay, so it makes things a little awkward. Tell me about the Magician in reverse. It's like someone wants to impress you so much that they're just not being true to themselves, okay? We have evidence here. So this person is like putting on this mask. They don't want you to, you know, almost like read them. They don't want you to read them, like who they truly are. They don't want you to know. They're trying to hide any detections of maybe things that they don't feel like is favorable, things that they're not proud of. They don't want to tell you the truth about maybe how their year went in 2025. They're just hiding too much, and it's making them unrelatable. It's making them unrelatable. This person really hoped or wished for you. Okay, they manifested you. Now that they got you, they're not acting in their truth. Or when they do speak to you again, they're not going to act in their truth. It's like a little bit of a game playing. Magician in reverse is mind game. So it's like, you could possibly see through this person's lies, but they're trying to play it so much that you don't even detect that they're lying. It's like, I don't know what that's about. What's the Four of Swords in reverse? And then this person is left just being, they're playing mind games with you, but they're leaving in a mind fuck where they're just replaying events over and over in their head. They can't let it go because they're not standing in that. What's the Four of Swords in reverse? All right, Endorsement is coming out. And pride, okay? Ego. Whoever this is could have a really fat ego. They're too prideful to be real about maybe the things that have damaged them. There's a lot more that this person is not saying. So keep that in mind when you do sit with them. Endorsement is persuasion. So they're trying to persuade you that their life has went a certain way versus just keeping it so real with you. It just makes it very inauthentic. And it makes you feel like, I don't even know how we're going to bond. I don't even think me and this person are compatible in today's time because they're not being real, you know? All right, gift. Someone's going to give you a gift here. Someone also feels like, so this past person wants to give you a gift. So look out for that. Deeper than that, this person feels like it's a blessing or a gift that you guys are able to reunite. But there's this energy of like feeling like I don't connect with you because I don't know if what you're saying is the truth. I don't know who you are. You are not showing me who you are. Okay, you're telling me about your growth, but I don't really feel that. I feel like something is off, okay? Death card, it almost ends as soon as it starts. If this person is not able to get out of their head and just be honest. What's the outcome between you and this past person? Queen of Pentacles, okay? Someone really wants to change their image. They want to change their image. They want to be respected. This person really wants to be known for their efforts when it comes to their money. Like if they're making better money now, how grounded, how stable they are. They almost want to rewrite their history instead of having like this breakout story. Like, you know, I've been through some things. I was a little crazy in the past, but now I'm like, I got my shit together. My career is booming. My business is booming. My money is right. Someone almost wants to put on this facade. Now, I also get like too, if someone is married, because we had the rings here, maybe someone's in a relationship with someone who doesn't know their past and they're trying to keep up that image. So that could be another thing, like how the people who don't really know me that well, the people who just came into my life a couple years ago, they see me as this person. I have a fear of acknowledging our history, our past, because what would that mean for the people who look highly to me, who respect me based off of what they know? So there's like someone trying to protect their image at all costs here. But with the Queen of Pentacles, this is like a deep commitment as well. So this person will be deeply committed to you. I feel like over time, this person's guard will start to come down. But at first, it's not giving that. At first, you may start to question yourself, Sag, like, why did I even reconcile with this person? Because I don't feel like we're compatible. If anything, this just makes me sad because I used to really feel so in sync with them. All right. But I feel like that will come down over time because this person will be deeply committed to you. They just have to get comfortable. They stress about their past. Someone, you know what it is? Especially with the Four of Swords in reverse. This is reflecting about your past actions and the things that you got entangled with. And you're supposed to come out of that feeling like, okay, I thought about it. I see where I went wrong. I take accountability. I reflected. Now I'm out of that. Because someone is almost trying to rewrite history, they're stuck in this loop of reflecting instead of getting what they need from that reflection to move forward. And it's a huge headache for whoever this is. I see this person cracking. Honestly, they're going to crack. So, you know, you guys hang out. It's not the most fun time. It's not the most engaging time. You feel like this person is holding back. Eventually, this person's going to share with you their doubts, their fears, what they feel insecure about. And I feel like that opens the door between you and them. That is your fresh start. When someone can be authentic, when someone can be accountable and not feel shame for it. And lean on you for support about how they feel about that. That's when you start to see, okay, maybe we can go somewhere with this. But at first, it looks like someone is really just trying to put on a mask, a facade that you know not to be true, okay? So that's what I'm getting from past energy. Now let's talk about new friendships coming towards you, what you need to know about new friends. Give me some messages for Sagittarius's new friendships coming towards them. Oops, wrong thing. Tell me about these new friendships coming towards Sagittarius. New friendships. Give me some messages. New friendships for Sagittarius. All right, we have palm tree here, okay? So these new friendships are rooted in stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility. So you have some new friends coming in that will be long-standing, if not permanent, okay? Really nice. And we have the sword and the rose. So these new friendships are more rooted in reality, giving you clarity and truth about themselves versus past friends almost want to clean themselves up for you. Okay. There's revelations through these new friendships, solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. So really great new friends coming towards you as well. Let's see what's going on here. Tell me about new friendships for my Saggies watching. What can they expect from these new connections coming towards them this year? Four of Pentacles. Oopsies. Temperance in reverse. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. Let's see what else is here. Ten of Cups. Okay. Death card. Okay. New friendships. New friendships are invoking transformation within you and within themselves. So this is an energy of transformation, shedding the old, becoming new, having a glow up together. Okay. So this is really nice with your new friendships with the Death card. There's a big transformation here. There's also this energy of encouraging each other to end cycles that no longer suit you. So encouragement to stop that habit, stop dealing with that person, to move on from something that's like a dead horse. Okay, so really nice. New friendships with the Ten of Cups will be like family. So there definitely is lifelong loyalty and love here with new friendships. The only concerning thing I see here is the Four of Pentacles and Temperance in reverse. Temperance in reverse is like lack of patience. It's overindulgence. Isn't that so crazy how your friendships in the past, you remember them as people that you overindulge with, and you guys moved on from that. You guys are now new people coming back together, and new friendships is starting, or they're trying to start, with overindulgence. Okay. Four of Pentacles is possession. It's like you're mine. So I definitely see a very clingy, codependent energy from new friendships. Maybe you're going to have to assert certain boundaries with these new friendships. Temperance in reverse is like I want it right now, or doing something out of moderation. Seeing you too much, calling you too much, texting you too much, wanting to hang out too much, you know? So there's something there. And the Four of Pentacles is like a close holding on, tight grasp, your mind, possessiveness, even obsession. Okay, so yeah, you have a very codependent new person coming towards you. Someone who's really will love you a lot. Someone who will also prompt some transformation within you and you within them. The only worrisome thing here is that possessive energy and that codependency that I'm seeing. All right, let's go ahead and clarify these things. Talking about the Four of Pentacles, there could be a little bit of jealousy from new friendships, even towards your past friendships, okay? It's one of those things like maybe you're meeting a new friend first, and then people from your past just keep coming back in your life. And they're like, wait a minute, the last time I came at this table, it was just me and you. Now I see this person, that person, that person. There's a little bit of jealousy there, okay? Say about the Four of Pentacles. All right, this person's going to see you as a trophy. So you know the term trophy wife or trophy husband. We never heard that term, but men are trophies as well, right? Someone's going to see you as a prized possession. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. They feel very successful, or they feel like they got a big achievement by meeting you. They put you on a pedestal with that Four of Pentacles. All right, someone thinks super highly of you and they want you around for life. They have already decided, I will be friends with Sagittarius for life. I see a lot of value in Sagittarius, okay? Not a bad thing, but it is very possessive is what I'm seeing. Let's see what else is here. Someone's very happy to be close to you. All right, we have strategy as well. So they're very strategic about how they're going to get closer to you. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. There's this energy of predicting maybe how close you guys will become. Maybe when you meet this person, you're a little bit reserved. You're not really, opening up all the way. You're taking your time, but they already have it in their mind. They have this divination that you guys are going to be really close counterparts. And so they act like that right away, where you may be taking your time. Okay. So yeah, strategy. This person will tell you plans that they have for you and them before you even think it's time to plan things like that. They may say, yeah, I think we should go to this trip in the summer. And you're like, wait a minute, I just met you. I just met you. Like, slow down, hold down. Okay. Slow down. Talking about temperance in reverse, overindulgence, codependency, loss of patience, okay? They're not very patient. Persuasion as well, trying to persuade you to go at their pace, persuade you, maybe even trying to persuade you of their vision of how close you guys are going to be. Like persuade you, yes, we're going to be best friends. Yes, you're going to be in my marriage. Yes, I'm going to be in your wedding. Yes, we're going to go on this trip. So persuading you, you almost feel like tempted or bribed by this person to get into the zone that they're in. It's very interesting. All right, let's see what else. Stop, okay? Yeah, you're going to have to set boundaries with this individual. You may feel a sense of rejecting them for certain things that feel too fast, too close to home right away. You're like, wait a minute, that's not the pace that I want to go. I want to take things a little bit slow. So I see you, telling this person, hey, I need a break, or hey, let's take a pause, or maybe even purposely stagnating things to move at the pace that you feel comfortable with, okay? So someone is overly excited to be your friend, and it's endearing, but it also is a little concerning, the pace that they want to move, okay? Now, this person is going to support you greatly. They have your best interest here with the 10 of Cups. They will become a big part of your family, okay? They will become a big part of your community, your support system. I see that's a really great quality about this person. And they do that from day one, by the way. So it's really nice. That's a really great quality that I'm seeing about these new friends. Tell me about the 10 of Cups. Yeah, alliance. All right, so this is definitely someone that you can trust. This is definitely someone who's going to be very honest and someone that you're going to have a lot of compatibility with. Very loyal. Very, very loyal to you. Very, very loyal. Yeah, family, exactly. They will become a big part of your family. I see that you will trust this person greatly. You'll trust them with your children. You'll trust them around your spouse, okay? You'll trust them around, meeting your extended family, like your mother, your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, your siblings. This person and you will have a very great bond, and they'll become part of your home or your family, okay? So that's what I'm seeing here. That's something that's very positive about this person. This person's a little arrogant about that as well. They're so sure of how close you guys are going to be. And you may feel like that's a turnoff at first. You're like, how are you so sure? I don't even know you like that. But they have this premonition about you. This person just kind of feels like you're the one that they're meant to really have this great friendship with. I don't know where they get that from. Maybe they're spiritual. Maybe they have that sense, but they're right. They're right. They're not wrong. I just think that the speed at which that they go towards you could be a little alarming or a little uncomfortable. All right. It almost feels forced, Tell me about the Death card here. All right, we have withdrawal. This person will help you to have an awakening about some habit or maybe a mindset shift that you need to go into. It's like you're quitting something that was toxic for you. That could be a habit, a vice. That could be a relationship. That could be a way of going about things, a certain part of your lifestyle, your perception, your mindset. They will help unlock that for you. So there's a lot that you will feel like you owe to this person later in life, that they really were there for you. They supported you. They helped you to see the light in something. And I feel like it's mutual. You do this for this person as well. You help them in their transformation as well. Yeah, Death card is coming out again. Okay, so there's an end of a cycle. There's an end of something that was harming you through this friendship. And this also talks about inevitable, right? So it's inevitable that you were supposed to meet this person. It's inevitable that you guys were supposed to have this great connection. It's inevitable that they're going to be a part of your family, that you guys are going to grow old together. All right, inevitability. So it's really big here. And there's strong transformation, glow up energy between you and this person. All right, so that's really nice. How will you know who this person is? How will you know about these people or this person, these new energies? What will stick out like a sore thumb about these new connections? All right, we have the 8 of Swords, okay? Eight of Swords is an energy of like self-doubt, self-sabotage, fear, okay? You could be meeting this person during a time that you feel fearful to do something, to step out of your comfort zone, and they're going to reassure you greatly. They're going to support you with that. So that's how you'll know. You may share with them one of your fears. This is what I'm worried about. This is what I doubt myself about. This is what I want to step into, but I don't know how, and I'm afraid or I'm nervous about that. They're going to reassure you or support you with that. And you'll find that through their support, you are able to actually step out and do it. And you may really feel like, wow, I'm indebted to this person because that not only just what they said or what they did to support, just even the timeline. Like after meeting this person, you may see that you are no longer fearful. You no longer have this phobia. You no longer doubt yourself. You no longer self-sabotage. And you may associate that to them. So that's how you'll know. All right, that's what I have for your friendships. I hope that this gave so much clarity for you in 2026, what your friendships are going to look like. Look out for that past person. They could be reaching out to you soon. Know that they're going to be a little bit different when you see them. They need time to warm up and know that everything's okay, to be their true, authentic selves. Look out for this new person that's coming towards you. They're coming at you fast. They're wanting to move fast. They're already committed to you right off the bat from day one. And I think it's special, but also I see that you will be a little weary about that. So look out for that. Guys, please like the video. Comment down below if you feel called to. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on the next reading coming out very soon. Also, if you have not seen it yet, I did just drop a new candle. It's called the Lover's Candle. It is an amazing candle with amazing properties. It has rose quartz. It is rooted in the meaning of the lover. So it's to call in love. It's to become more desirable in your life, to be more magnetic towards what you're attracted to. It's an energy that's great for partnerships, friendships, soulmate unions, so that you can call in alignment between you and that individual. And it's also a great candle to burn when you're wanting to make a very big choice and you want to be in sync with that choice. You want to make that choice out of love. You want to have faith that everything's going to work out even after I made this important decision. It does all of those things. It's on my website, so I will leave the link to that down below so you can check that out and all the properties with that candle. Thank you guys for so much support on this channel. I'm so grateful for everyone watching. I appreciate you guys more than you know. And I'll see you very soon in your next one. All right. Bye.